Well, guys, I have the honor and privilege to introduce our CEO and founder, a great friend of mine who's been in business for a lot of years, and he has some great accomplishments. And that's another reason why I'm here at Goodlife, because of the credibility of the founder, the heart of the founder, the integrity of the founder. These are key components that I look for when I join any business, okay? And I don't join a lot. But this guy, if you ever heard of a company called Herbalife?
Yeah.
Well, this is the guy who kind of pioneered that movement, guys. So again, when you look at a person, look at their track record, you kind of say it's some hints here, okay? Then you look at one of the first milkshake diets ever in the United States, Slender Now. Before all the milkshake diets were here, you're going to meet the guy who was the first one, Mr. Mark Seaforth. Guys, this guy is a legend in the industry, and we're so honored to have him leading the charge. He never quits. I know this person, he never quits. He continues to grind. He's in it for the field. He's always doing things to help the field, and I love that about him. So without further ado, I want you guys to stand to your feet and give me a big and loud welcome to our founder and CEO, Mr. Mark Seaforth. Yeah, let's get it up. ATL, let's give it up.
Thank you, guys. This is going to be probably the most special day of my life. I've waited, and I told Reggie out in the hallway, I've waited probably 5 years to be able to do and share with you what we're going to see this morning. You know, it doesn't matter the size of the room, because I will promise you this much. With what you see today, the next meeting we do in Atlanta, you'll take a room 3 times the size, maybe 5 times the size. I promise you, what you're going to see is literally going to knock your socks off. It's going to blow your mind. As a matter of fact, you're going to question whether or not it's real. You will. You'll actually question whether this is real or not. When we started this company, you know, one of our goals was to be the best at everything that we were going to do. And we put together a really tremendous team, guys. We really did. A great office, you know, great employees, people that really were serious about what they were doing and what they were going to do as far as building a big company. And then we started, you know, bringing in IBOs, you know, the people that are taking the message to the world for us. And we've got tremendous IBOs. A lot of you are sitting right here in the room right now that have really been faithful and stood the course of time with us. But here's the one thing that really bothered me. The one thing that really bothered me, I said, you know, we got great IBOs. We got a great company. We've got an unbelievable compensation plan. And then we created this industry-changing marketing tool, you know, for people to be able to actually go out and give a product away for free and to make money doing it. There's only one thing missing. One thing, and it bothered me more than anything else. The product. You see, we had a good product, and you could build a very successful company on that product. Matter of fact, we've done pretty well with it. But for me, it just bothered me. I said, you know what? It's got to be better. This product has got to be better. It's got to be something that is so good that when somebody looks at this, when you share what you're going to see today with anybody, they're going to look at you and go, that's not true. That's not real. That can't possibly be. But as you're going to see today, it is. And what this means to everybody in this room is that from this day forward, your business is going to build as fast as you want it to build. I mean, if you just open your mouth and you share this with anybody, they're going to go crazy. They're going to look at this and go, oh my gosh, I can make a fortune with this. Because as you're going to be able to see, you're going to be making a fortune. Again, you all remember we had said that we were going to launch this new platform in January, right? We were launching this new platform. Well, here's what's happening between now and then is that we started losing people. Why? Because people were looking at our product going, you know, we love the company, we love the concept, we love travel, we love all these things, but the pricing's not what it needs to be. And we knew that, and we accepted, but we knew what it was going to take to make that real. We knew that we had to build our own platform, that we had to have contracts directly with the hotels, the airlines, and everything else that it takes to become successful. And that's not something you do easily. And so we had to start with what we had, which was good. It was what I called the good life. As a matter of fact, I got a couple of people on the advisory board. Now I said, we can't call it the good life anymore. We have to call it the great life. Because that's actually what's going to be. It's going to be the great life now. Because our product was good, now it's better than great. And again, when I start to share these numbers with you today, you're just going to be blown away. Like I've literally, for the past 2 weeks, as we started to solidify our contracts and get ready to do all this stuff, I've been actually looking at this going, I don't even believe it myself sometimes. I look at it, and as a matter of fact, I'll give you an example. My wife was the first person to book on our new platform, right? She booked an airline ticket at a price that she thought was ridiculous. She said, this can't possibly be. And it wasn't an expensive ticket. It was just an inexpensive round-trip ticket, actually, when we were flying with. And again, I just got to share this with you before I even get into the product, because it's so cool. So normally, like you go to Expedia and everybody else, oh, by the way, did I mention? Oh, I forgot to mention that, didn't I? We've been about hotels, and we're still about hotels because now we're going to have the best prices in the world. But guess what we've added? Good Life Air. No. And guys, guess what I learned about air? Before, I was being lied to. I was told, just like the rest of the world, there's no margin in air. There's no margin. It's a fixed cost. There's no margin in air. Well, you're going to see today, there's margin in air. Yeah. And it pays you a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. And I'm going to use the simple little ticket we did real quick at the last minute. It was a $300 fare, okay? Nothing big and exciting, right? $300 Expedia, any place else you go, $300. You maybe can find it for $299 somewhere else. Instead of $300. You know what the cost was for our ticket round trip for that same $300? No, $60. Here's what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing a presentation today, but and the presentation's all new and it's good. But just what I'm sharing with you now is great. Yeah. I mean, again, and what I want everybody to understand when you're handing out these cards going forward. I mean, first, my guess is most of you here today are probably already in the Good Life. Is that correct? But that's going to help what I do tonight. How many new people? Raise your hand. How many new people do we have here? Oh, this is your lucky day. All right, well, we got a lot of new people. You just hit pay dirt. You just hit the hottest opportunity in America. And guys, you won't have any trouble walking up to anybody that you know and saying, if you don't do this, you're a fool. It's that good. I mean, unless a person does not travel, unless a person does no business travel, they never take a vacation, I can understand somebody saying no after today. I can understand that. But for the rest of the world that does travel, that does take a vacation, that flies in the air once in a while, books a hotel once in a while, they can't say no anymore. And it ain't just a little no, because when they look at these prices, the only thing they're going to be doing is going, that's not real. That can't be. That's a slogan. I'm going to show you. I'm going to be showing these things. I just got to keep talking because it's so exciting. Looked at an airfare going from Miami to Paris, France. And again, this was not first class. This was coach. The price of the airfare was, and again, it's been a while since I did it. I think it was around $1,000, $1,200, something like that, which is about the standard flight, to go that far international. So from Miami to Paris, about $1,200. What do you think it was with Good Life? I like her. I tell you what, she just won. Wow. No, $50 round trip. Yeah, I see his eyes. He's going, no, that's not true. That's not true. I'm going to show you the screenshots in a few minutes. I'm going to show you the screenshots. Whoa! Now, guys, I want you to understand something. Yeah. When I get to do the actual presentation tonight for all of you people here that are new, you're going to be going, let's just go out and start talking to people. I don't want to wait, because that's what you're going to feel. Now, we're not going to give that ticket away for $50 because why would we do that? Because we want you to be rewarded. So let's take that ticket to say is a $1,000 ticket. Here's what we're going to be doing. On the hotels, you guys know that if you give away a card and somebody saves $200, you make $100, right? You make 50% of that savings. On the airfares, now again, international a little bit different than domestic. Domestic, we do have less margins. We still got tremendous margins. But on the international, it's just off the charts. But what we're probably going to do is set a price that's maybe half. Because, again, to buy in public, if they see a ticket for, $1,200 and then they see it from you for $600, they're still going to think you're lying. They're going to think you're lying. They're going to go, there's no way. You can't. Expedia's selling me that ticket for $1,200, Travelocity or Hotwire or wherever they go, or my travel agent or whoever. I called the airlines. The airline price was $1,200. And your price is $600. I'm not going to believe it. But guess what that allows us to do? Then what we can do is we can pay you, because we're going to do it because the margins change. You're going to get 30 to 40% of whatever the person saves. So say, for example, in that example, let's say they're saving $600, we got a bigger margin. So if they're saving $600, you just made 40% of that, you just made $240. Oh, that's in one ticket. This is one ticket. Now, guys, I want you to start to, don't hand those cards out yet, John. So I want you guys to think about this. We have these cards, right? And every time somebody uses these cards, they use up all the savings, the hotel savings. And it's amazing. You're giving money away. Everybody gets that concept, right? But here was the difference before. When you gave somebody the card and they went to our site, there was savings, but it was little bitty savings. And I hated it. I literally hated it. Every time I looked at that, I went, that's not right. I know we can get the contracts. I've seen the contracts. We just couldn't get to that level. And we got to that level. Yeah. We were able to get to that level. And so all of a sudden, I start looking now at the hotels. Remember the ones when you guys went and looked at the hotel savings? It was like the inexpensive hotels was like $50. Yeah. I mean, really expensive. A lot of people don't stay at $50 hotels, but some people do still. Yeah. Sometimes you're just on the road and you grab a hotel, $50, you're happy. But before, if you went to one of those hotels in our back office, what was the savings? $3. Oh, come on, it wasn't that much. $1.80. $1.80. I go with $1.80. It's $1. Sometimes it was only 60 cents. Well, you know, let's face it. If somebody's going to go book through your site and their savings is $1 or $1.50, they're probably not going to book through your site. They're going to say, you know what? At that price, I'll just go ahead and book with Expedia because I feel secure with Expedia because I know them. But what happens when that $50 room? You're going to see that again today, too. When that $50 room that we had a $1 margin in is now a $25 margin. Yeah. A $50 room's got a $25. Wow. So now that person's saving $25 and you're making 10 or 12. Guys, what you're about to see today is literally mind-blowing. It really is. And it takes us to a whole different world. Again, if you had any idea what's getting ready to happen here, and I think a lot of you will after today, we will be the fastest growing company in the United States. I mean, in the next 30 days. I said we swamp this place the next time. You know I'm serious now. Yeah. When you're able to show this place, we won't even be able to get in. It'll be 20 rooms this size. Because this is unheard of. Now remember, we're doing this through a private membership, through a closed back door, so nobody can get these forever. Guess what's going to happen on your site? Now, this won't happen by Monday, but it'll be happening next week. Because remember, we're launching this thing early so you guys can start showing the prices to everybody, to the world. Matter of fact, you'll probably do what my wife did. You'll book it. But here's what's funny. I didn't finish that story. When she booked the ticket, she waited a couple days and she said, you know, that price, I don't believe it. She said, is it okay if I call the airlines and just see if that's for real? And I said, yeah. She said, I just want to see if we really got a confirmed flight for that price. And I said, yeah, go ahead and do it. It's not true, baby? So she calls the airlines, and she calls me up, and I was at the office. And of course, everybody knows my wife. She calls me Poppy. And she calls up, and she says, Poppy, it's real. It actually worked. They say we've got a flight at that price. I said, yeah, I know, baby. I know. It is real. That's right. So, yeah, man. This, again, guys, for me, I've been waiting to get here to Atlanta to deliver this message. Yeah. We got started here with you guys. Now we're going to take it to a whole different dimension. I mean, what we're getting ready to do is going to be something no one's ever seen before. because not only are we going to have the growth, but guys, you also know we have this corporate strategy. We're going to be launching in Vegas. You're going to see in Vegas, and you might want to be there now if you weren't planning on coming. You might want to be there. We're launching this corporate strategy, ETA Global, that's going to allow us to bring in these big corporations, the 500s and the 100s. I mean, talking about people got millions and millions of customers, millions of employees. You know what? Right now, we've got over a dozen standing in line. I'll give you an example of just one, okay, just one right now that we've talked to that says, when you have this ready, can you please come talk to us? Now, think about this. If this was somebody in your organization somewhere, and you're down, and it might be, my guess is it's probably somebody right now, it's in your downline somewhere, knew this particular CEO of this particular company, reached out to him, told him about the good life. Remember, he told him about the good life with the old prices, not the new ones. And they still were interested because we did have a savings, guys. We all know that. That's why we're here in the first place. But it wasn't these, like, I don't believe in savings. You know, everybody talks about the wow factor. It was a wow factor. So here's what's going to happen. This company I'm talking about, you know, I'll name the one, but only because it's not done, but they've expressed interest, and my guess they're going to do it. It's Match.com. They've got millions and millions and millions and millions of people. What do you think is going to happen when they make this card available? Now, remember, if you understand our concept, and for those that are new here today, what happens is when they use this card, they get the savings. The person that set up Match.com gets a huge payoff, of course, because they get the huge amount that get paid on these corporate. But here's another thing. Commissions are generated off every one of these cards. Every card generates commissions. So if that happens to be your downline somewhere, and you're talking about millions of dollars of commissions being generated, what's going to happen to your income? That's going to go through the roof. Guys, you know, you're not allowed to make claims or anything else in this industry, and you really shouldn't. But I can tell you this. There is, without a doubt, you have the hottest and the best opportunity in America as of today. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and do the presentation. Because I could talk about this all day. I've been getting, like I said, every time I look at a deal, it just makes my hair stand up. I just over and over and over again. And I keep going, but you get to do this on Monday. Guys, you get to do it on Monday because what you're seeing right now is screenshots, okay, of how everything works. On Monday, it looks like we're going to launch the site. So anybody that's an IPO, you go in, you'll be able to do your own comparisons. Go ahead and you know what? You're going to be like me, smiling ear to ear. And you know what the happiest part in my life is going to be is knowing that I've given you guys a product that's going to change your life. Yeah. I mean, that means the world to me. It really does. You know, because that's when we're going to go to a whole different world for all of you, because you won't get no's from anybody. You won't get no's anymore. If you just show them, I can tell you right now, I've shown, and I got to get into the presentation, but I keep thinking about all this crazy stuff that's happening. But a gentleman that I've been trying to get in as an IBO, he's a really sharp guy, and I'm trying to get him in since the beginning. And truthfully, he came back to me, he said, Mark, you know, I love you, and I love your compensation plan. It's cool and different, and you know, I like you, and I like everything about the concept that's around trail. He said, but pricing, yeah, it's not so good. I said, well, it's not bad. He said, yeah, but it's not so good. I said, it's not bad. He said, well, yeah, but it's not so good, and I won't do it. I understood, so I let it go. I showed him our new platform the other day. And you know what his response was when he looked at it? He went, first his eyes popped out. They did. I mean, he just got bug-eyed. He was like this, and he goes, this isn't real. Same thing everybody's going to say, this can't be. And he said, I'm flying, because I said, well, tell me where you're flying. So he told me he was flying somewhere in Spain. So I pulled up the ticket for him. And it was around $3,000, his ticket. Okay? You know what our price was? What? Under $500. Wow. And he went, that's impossible. I said, well, I said, why don't you pull up a first class ticket? You really won't have your mind blown. And he did. And then he went, you want to say, so I can fly first class for what I used to fly economy. I went, yeah. That $10,000 ticket is a $3,000 ticket now, first class to economy. Guys, it's amazing. And domestically, I mean, the same thing. So, all right, I got to do this presentation. The presentation is going to be kind of a slow thing. It was supposed to be the rah-rah. Remember, come to Atlanta, see the presentation. It's wonderful. Well, we're still working on this because of all the stuff we're advertising. But let's get into it, guys. I do believe, like I said, that as of today, and I know for a fact, you now have the greatest opportunity in America. There's nothing like it. So what makes Goodlife such a great opportunity? What would make us such a great opportunity? I've been talking about it a little bit. Well, obviously you've got to have a product everybody wants, they love it, and they need it. Well, why do they need it? They only need it, I mean, they might want to travel, they might love to travel, but why they really need us is because of what? Our pricing, right? That's why they're going to really want us, because of our pricing. So, and this is one of the great things about the business we're in. What does travel and vacation do more than anything else? It builds family, you know, it's what brings families together. It builds the memories. It's what makes life special. You know, that's what a lot of people ask me, Mark, why did you come out of retirement and start this business? I said, well, I realized the one thing I've done my whole life is I've traveled. I love to travel. I love to travel. I said, so if I'm going to work again, let me work on something I love to do. So that's what your business is going to be about, travel and vacations. So because when one day you're going to quit your job with this, and it's not going to be that long. And when you do, your job is going to be to travel, go on vacations, have fun.
Yeah.
All right. So what we've also done, obviously we've created a compensation plan that's very unique to the industry. It's got life-changing opportunities, and it does. Immediate rewards. We have a short-term residual income. We have a long-term security program. We're going to talk about every phase of your life and how this is going to fit you. So the third part of what we're going to be talking about today also, and by the way, I haven't even seen this yet. This is how new this presentation is. At 9 o'clock this morning, I was waiting to get down here. Our marketing guy was still putting it together and sent it to me. I said, so I don't get to see this one time before I go live? He said, no, I'm sorry, Mark. I was up all night. And he really was. He said, I've been drinking, you know, energy, what is it, Bull? What is it, Red Bull. He said, I've been drinking Red Bull all night. He says, and I took a 5-hour energy, but I needed an 8-hour one. So, but anyway, so also we have this marketing device. Now, what is this marketing device that is so amazing? Well, obviously, we're going to be talking about that, and you guys know what it is. This. What's the difference going to be now when you give away this? I mean, the difference is going to be when somebody, and we're going to show you how to make sure every card is activated. And here's the only problem. I got to wait. There's a problem with this we're going to have to fix. We'll talk about that in a second. Stay with the presentation. All right. I can't. I really can't. Okay, so it starts obviously with having the best travel and lifestyle membership available. And guys, we definitely do. So if you could, and would you like to do this? Follow the world, live it up with the high seas, experience new sights, tastes, and sounds. I'm reading this. Enjoy a relaxing weekend away from it all. Of course we would, right? We always want to do that kind of stuff. I hadn't seen this stuff myself. I guess I looked at it for a bit. All right.
You did a nice job.
Yeah, he's getting there. All right, so thanks to the Goodlife, for those that are new here today, you do have a choice. And this is what the world does right now when it comes to travel and vacation and business travel as well. The general public, which is everybody that's not in the Goodlife, which is going to change very rapidly here. Matter of fact, if you guys don't have at least 1 million people in Georgia in the next 6 months, I'm going to be shocked. And you know what? I've never said stuff like that. You know me, Ken. I'm actually kind of conservative. I get excited and stuff, but I'm not kind of conservative. But when I look at this and thinking, it's so unbelievable. I just, again, you can buy as a general public, which is what most people do. They go to Expedia and Orbitz and Travelocity and Priceline or travel agency. And those are actually, you know, what most people do. And then you pay your price, right? Or you can do it the Goodlife way. It's a members only, private access, travel at cost, membership model. That's basically what we are. In other words, you can't get our price. You get the teaser, you know, with the card to try us. But after that, you're going to become a member. Because you're going to become a member because of the savings. This is like the Costco model. We've always said, you know, why do people go to Costco? You have Costco's up here? People
Yeah.
do, right? Why? Because the prices are good, right? And you pay a membership to go to Costco. It's the same thing we do here. We just have a membership that you pay, and then you get access to everything that we have. And by the way, as good as the price you're going to see, remember, as a member, it's going to be lower. All right, so let's start looking at it. Guys, I put this up for a lot of you because you're IBOs, and I just wanted you to see the difference so you would see it yourself at the closest level. If you look on the left-hand side, okay, let's take the middle, okay, because that's the highest one. That's actually the Ritz-Carlton. This is the higher end. That was $600, okay? And remember, this is always apples to apples. In other words, it's the same day, same everything, same room, same everything. When we do these comparisons, we do them apples to apples. It's not anything different. It has to be the same day. It was booked at the same time. So if you look at the one in the middle, that's the Ritz-Carlton, okay? Expedia, $600 for the day, all right? On the left was our old pricing, which was still better, but not that much. It was maybe Now look at our new pricing on the wow. Did I say nice stuff? Now, what you got to put in perspective about that is now a savings from 606 to 394, about $200, right? So if you'd hand somebody the card and they booked that Ritz-Carlton for one night and they saved the 200, what did you just make? $100. $100. Oh, yeah, you guys got it. Yeah. Right? That's one night. Now let's look at a couple others lower then, okay? Again, this is, another hotel. I'm having a little trouble reading. It's a little blurry for me. Maybe it's blurry for you guys too a little bit.
Renaissance.
Huh?
Renaissance.
Okay, Renaissance? Maybe I need new eyes. Okay, so it's the Renaissance, same time, but the big numbers are what count. Same thing. There's Expedia's price, $227. There's our old price. This is what we used to sell it for, okay, before today. That's what we're able to do now with our new contracts. $151. So, again, $227 to $151 is about, what, $70? So a person got a $70 savings over the best thing they could find anywhere. Now, if you were booking a hotel for yourself and you could get a $70 savings over what everybody else would sell it to you for, would you book it?
Yes.
Sure you would. And let me ask you this. Would you mind when that person books it if you get paid $35 for them booking it? Okay, well, it happens too. All right, let's go to the next one. And then we went even lower, okay? I want to show you. This is one right here, but whatever it is, State Line Inn, I don't know where that is. Okay, but there was Expedia's price in the middle. There's our old pricing. Wow, there's that dollar we were talking about you were saving. There's that dollar. Now look over here. Now it's 48. So now that one is about, $12, $15. Remember, every hotel in the world has different margins every second of every day. It changes. It's in flux. You can literally go to book, and you've all done this, I'm sure. You go to book a hotel, you come back 2 minutes later, the price has changed. Well, that's because that's exactly how the world works. It's all real time. But so are we, guys. We're real time. So when that price changes with the whole world, it changes with us. But the time it's booked, it's booked. And whatever that savings is, if a person's saving $100, you just made 50. If they're saving 200, you just made 100. If it's an airfare, because now it's Goodlife Air. You could be saving, that person could be saving thousands, and you could be making $300, $400, $500 off that one booking. Yes, off that one booking. Guys, here's the thing. You're actually, it's like you have the opportunity to share this with the world, and all you're going to do it by is our amazing marketing tool, this card. You're going to hand away free money. You're going to hand away free money. I like that. Okay, let's look at cruises. Okay, public pricing. Now, in cruises, you see there's not as much, but that's $2,000. We didn't do it. We quit comparing our old stuff anymore. I didn't want to look at it anymore. So here's the normal price for that cruise, $2,000. There's our new pricing. So that new pricing is a savings of how much for somebody? About $530, right? So if that person say $530, on that you make about 40%. So what's 40% of $530? $200, right? So that person books that cruise, you just made $200, and they saved about whatever that was, 500 something. Okay. Here's another one. Can everybody see this? Okay, am I blocking you guys a little bit over there on that side? You guys can see it. Yeah, you guys have to move over so you can see this. You guys see okay there? Because I'm trying to stand you in. You go, okay, good. All right, here we go. Cruises. There's public pricing. And remember, this is happening real time. These are real time things that we took. And I mean, I can find the date if I looked up here. What was that one for? October 20-something? Yep. 28, 26, whatever it was. Okay, not too far in the future. So there was a real time pricing from the world. Okay, that was from who's that from? Cruises, some cruise club or whatever. Okay, $32.80. There's our price, $24.80. What's the difference there, guys? $800, right? So on that one, because I think we got a little more margin, you could have made maybe even 50% on that one. So if that's it, again, remember that margin is going to change a little bit. On the cruises and the airfare, it's going to range in most cases from 30 to 40% you get paid. On the hotels, you're always getting paid 50%. Yeah. Whatever they say, you get paid 50%. But on cruises and airfares and everything else, like we got rental cars too. We got everything, guys. I mean, everything. You don't have no idea. We're even going to have right now we got private jets. What? So people want private. Now let me tell you something. Maybe even me in this room, I can't afford to go private jet, and I probably won't because I'm too frugal. But the point is, there's a lot of people in this world that will. And guess what? You're going to be handing cards to them. And they're going to take a private jet. And there we're talking about thousands and thousands that you make when they book. And why are they going to book from you? Who are you for them to book for you? Why would they want to book from you? Because you have a price they can't get anywhere else. You got a price they can't get anywhere. Guys, this is... Oh my Lord. I haven't been sleeping for a week. My wife will tell you, I've actually been walking around with chest pains for about a week because I'm so, and it's anxiety. I'm just so excited. I've been wanting to share this for so long. So thank you for being here. Let me share it. Okay, so now let's look at flights. Okay, this is fun. All right, now this is just your typical little domestic flight right there. There's the date. You see it's Sunday, November the 5th. And obviously that's the public price. That's probably through Expedia. We did most of these searches from Expedia. You know why we did Expedia? Because they own everybody else. Okay, they own all the rest. All the rest of them are just smoke and mirrors, guys. There's only 2 companies that do all the travel in the world, is Expedia and Priceline. Everybody else is owned by them. So we usually take the guys, and you ever seen the commercials where they say, oh, look, you can book through Travelocity or hotels.com, but those are all companies they own. They say, but look at Expedia's price. Ooh, it's got the best deal there. When they tell you those search engines, you know, that what do they call Trivago or something? Yeah, well, it's all owned by the same company. And we don't care because our prices are going to kill them. So now we look at this, okay? So now we look at airlines. Okay, there's a public price, 163. There's our price. So in that one right there, you're probably making the 30%. So the person saved only about $20 or whatever it is. So you made 30%. You only made $6 in that flight. Sorry. You know, that's only one out of millions and millions of flights. You guys understand, when you're building this business, and you're handing out these cards, and then your people hand cards, and their people hand cards, and their people hand cards, you're getting paid on that. It's not just the immediate money you make from the person you hand it to, but what about the commissions that are being generated now? And the reason there's going to be commissions generated because everybody's going to use them, and they're going to use them nonstop. Okay, here's the next one. This is Spirit, pretty expensive. You know, they're about as cheap as you can go. But there's the public price for that ticket. There's our price, 83. So you know that's a nice savings. I mean, if I was booking on Spirit today and I wanted that airline, and remember, by the way, when you look at it, it's the same. It's the same. Everything's identical. It's leaving at 12:50. Everything's identical. It's the same day, same time. We make sure that even the times are the same. Okay, so there's Spirit. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, this is public. Now this is where it starts to get fun. This is a trip. What is this trip to? Can you read it? Zealand? New Zealand? What the hell is it?
It's on Air New Zealand.
Yeah, okay, so it must be somewhere. I don't know where it's going. Somewhere in the world it's going.
Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne, Australia. Okay, you're right. Thank you.
Melbourne.
Thank you. Somebody's got eyes. So that's the public pricing. Let's see what Goodlife's price is going to be. $9.92. So on that one right there, you're going to be making about 40%. So the difference is about $800, right? So you're going to make 40% of that. So you're going to make, the person that books the flight is going to be thrilled because they're making $800. You're going to be making about 300 and something, I guess. Okay, here's another one, public pricing. This is another place. I don't know where this one's going. Go ahead, read it for me. What is it? You see it?
Looks like somewhere to
San Diego?
I don't know. That's right. Oh, yes, it's San Juan.
San Juan.
That's right, San Juan. San Juan's calling right now. Okay, there's our price, guys.
That's not real.
That's right. Now, let me ask you, though. Now, I'm showing you this, but when we actually put up our site, would you guys like us to raise that a little bit so you make more money? Because I think we can raise it, and you guys still make plenty of money, right? And the more we raise it, the more money you make.
Right.
So we can give it away at that price, but when somebody's paying $3,000 everywhere else, why would we want to do that? We don't want to do that, do we? No. That's good. So let's say we wanted to make that we on our side, let's say we wanted to make it $1,500. Think what you just made. And that's half what everybody else is paying in the world. And that means you're now making about $600 or $700. And they're still giving a ticket at half price. All right. So anyway, obviously, general public pays retail. You guys are members. You're going to be paying the membership price. And like I said, dare anybody to compare. All right, now, what's it cost to be involved with the Goodlife? All right, well, what we have, as most people know that are in the business, we have a monthly membership. And that monthly membership is anywhere from $11 to $60 a month. you know, and a small startup. So like, for example, the real cost enroll is anywhere from $300 down to what, 100, what's the lowest, like silver, $129? So okay, you can have a business for $300 or you can have a business for as little as $129 and be able to access all this. Anybody here think that might be worth it?
Yeah.
I mean, you think anybody's going to take, oh, I have $300 to be able to have a business that I'm going to make that kind of money on every booking, and then I'm going to make money from everybody else booking, and I'm going to be making money from my organization as it's growing, and I'll be making, oh, by the way, you're making 50% of all these membership fees. You're getting paid on 50% of all these membership fees. I'm going to make money on that. This is an amazing opportunity for the world out there, guys. So with discounts this big, membership so low, I think the good life's within reach of everybody. Everybody. I don't care what your economic, who you are. And if you need to sell a TV set to be in this business, I would suggest you go sell that TV set and get in this business. Because you're never going to find an opportunity like this again. Guys, for 5 years, this has been my dream, is to deliver an opportunity for you guys in this room and anybody else we ever talk to that looks at it and goes, I got to be involved in this. I have to. Because when you get people saying, I have to do it, it's a home run for all of you. And that's what I want. I want everybody to hit the biggest home runs of all. So let's do it. Let's talk about the compensation a little bit. All right. Okay. All right. So instead of robust advertising campaign, all that good stuff, what do we do here? We make, you're basically our advertiser. You're the one that's going to let the world know about the good life. And we feel pretty comfortable you're going to be able to do that. And what we've done is we've created a very simple compensation plan that's very unique. It's unlike anything else that's out there. And it's based on 3 different money trees. Anybody here want a money tree?
Yeah.
Anybody here want 3 money trees?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, the truth is you got the three money trees we're going to talk about. But the 4th one is really when the card's handed out and you make the money that way too. That's the 4th money tree. And it probably will be it won't be your biggest money tree. No, it can't be your biggest, but it'll be a big one. It'll be a big one. So we actually have 4. I guess we're going to have grow another little money tree over here on the right. Yeah, can't forget the 4th money tree. But let's talk about the 3 we've got right now. Here's our quick pay tree. So when you enroll somebody and they get involved in the business as a member, as an IBO, you can receive up to a $100 bonus at the time of enrollment. All right. Also, in addition to that, there's going to be tiers of payments that go down through your organization and gets everybody paid. So let's see how that works. What does this mean in plain English? Very simply this. In this example right here, if you enroll 5 people, and they all did it, and they all became platinums, obviously this is what your fast start money, we call our fast start money. All right, but again, this is just strictly for illustration purpose. I can't guarantee this will happen. But with this product, it might just happen now. Matter of fact, you don't have to stop at 5. You can have 10 IBOs. You can have 20 IBOs. You can have 50 IBOs. And we've got a lot of people they'll leave here today. And when the rest of the IBOs see this, because remember, you guys are seeing what nobody else has seen yet. Nobody else in the entire company has seen what you guys are seeing today. Yeah. So this is the enrollment program. So there's 5, we get 5, we get 5, and there's the income that we generated in your quick pay. That's not bad. And now it becomes pretty realistic thing to happen. Because I just can't imagine anybody saying that. I just really can't. So, and by the way, I talked to 3 of the most negative people in the world that I told me no before. And you know how I got them in now? I showed them the price. Just like the one guy I told you about. I did a couple of, I just said, I know you said no before. Can I show you something? And I showed them, I said, here's Expedia. Here's us. What do you think? They go, sign me up. Just sign me up. There wasn't any hesitation. The only hesitation was, is it real? Is it real? I went, it's real. So, sign me up. So the quick pay tree. Next, the second is the team tree. Here's the team tree. Now, this is based on a 2x20 social network. We call it the team tree because all it's based on to actually get in this thing and start, making an income is you got to put in 2 people. Okay. Once you put in 2, you start building a 2x20. It continues to grow 2 by 2 by 2, all the way through 20 pay lines, and you get paid on all the commissions that are generated from our product sales, not just from the monthly memberships, but also from the VIP card sales and all the income, all that money we're talking about. When people, every time somebody books an airline ticket, you're going to be making money in this team tree. Every time somebody books a hotel, you're going to be making money in this team tree. Every time somebody books a rental car, you're making money in this team tree. Every time somebody books a cruise, you're making money in this tree. And if they book 10 times a year, you're making 10 times that on one person. And if you got 1,000 people that you handed the card to, you're making that times 1,000, plus the money you're making on the memberships. And that's your 2x20. But guess what? It gets even better because after you've actually enrolled your 2, anything you do after that, as people continue to roll even more, we have a thing called a team tree that starts to happen. And you receive, we call it a CB, it's just strictly commission, that's all. That's just commission. You're getting paid on all the things I just talked about through your team tree. But it gets better, because why do we call it a team tree? Well, we call it tree. Oh, John put that, glad you asked. You know, this is made so you can show this to anybody, and you can just do it yourself, you know? So as you continue to grow your network, you create IBO teams. What are IBO teams? They're new 2x20s. So that guy right here, first I'm gonna try this. Does it work? See that guy right there? This is you right here. Well, he started a new team tree. You enrolled somebody there. That created a new team tree for you. That's another 2x20 that started automatically, but you're now getting paid on. So you're getting paid here. Now you're earning a check from here. Now you're earning a check from here. Now you're earning a check from here. And as you keep adding people, they keep falling within your own 2x20. You're actually, so what happens is, like when this person down here generates, let's say if somebody that put in, let's say that guy right there put in Match.com. It's crazy, but that's going to happen. Somebody. Well, you can't even count the dollars that would actually fall into your team tree right here. You'd be paid on, but then also you get paid on that Match.com right here. And so the more team trees that you have started, the more money you can make. And there's no limitation on it. Every time you put in somebody, you got a team tree. The second one qualifies, and the next one's a team tree. So now that you've seen that, what does it actually mean in total thing if it actually fills out the 20 pay lines? Because this is just showing 4 pay lines, right, guys? Let's see what it looks like. How many positions would it be? I always kept this because I love this thing. Because this is what it means. Now, I think it's going to get very real. Because now I think you have the realistic possibility of watching your team tree grow and grow and grow and grow to over 2 million positions. And every one of those little nodes in that little example, you're getting paid on. You're getting paid on the memberships, the rental cars, the cruise lines, the hotel, over and over and over. And it repeats every month. Guys, this is an $8 trillion industry. The biggest industry in the world is travel. Okay? All we want is half of it. That's all we want. We're not going to be greedy. We're just going to take half. All right? So let's just take half. But the team tree still isn't done, because obviously what happens is, and he's showing this, every single of one of these 2 million positions can have unlimited membership customers. So what that means is, for example, let's say that Keith was in your team tree, and he goes out and he hands out 1,000 cards or 10,000 cards, and obviously they activate and they use them now. Well, guess what? You're getting paid on all that. You're getting paid on everything they do, everything they use. That's what I'm saying. This is so amazing, the amount of commissions. You're not going to be able to calculate. We're worried about, we got to get more money to the leaders. We got more money to everybody. You know what makes you get more money to everybody? A product that everybody has to have. When you have a product that everybody has to have, man, there's no limits to what happens, guys. So that's the team tree. Now let's go one more thing. Well, this okay. Okay, I remember I haven't seen this yet, guys. It's my first time looking at this. So the team tree is designed for sustained leveraged income. Free yourself and start making members to last a lifetime. I could be a little more serious about that, I guess. But it's true. I mean, what's great about this is you are going to be building memories that last a lifetime, and it's going to start with an amazing residual income that you're going to get from this team tree. Now we have the third one, the tree. Now this is the coolest thing of all to me, and this is still the one I think that's going to reward a lot of you in the years to come. This, to me, is like your retirement plan. You know, everybody has their 401k, or some people do. Most of them lost them, or whatever happened in the last few years. But the whole idea is that you have a retirement. Well, this is the legacy tree. The legacy tree is not based on what you do. It's based on what the whole world does in Goodlife. Because as we grow country to country, as you know, we're open in the Philippines, we've already opened Canada, and we're going to be opening in all these countries. When we do that, because by the way, they travel in all these countries too, you're going to get paid when somebody books an airline ticket in the Philippines, if you're in the legacy tree. Okay, you're going to get paid when somebody rents a car. When somebody does anything, you're going to get paid in this legacy tree, because it's not based on you and your organization. It just means for you to get paid on it, what do you have to do? Well, it's very difficult to get into the legacy tree. Here's what you have to do. And again, this is something that's never been done before. In the history of this industry, this has never been done before, because what it's doing is it's rewarding you for efforts outside of what your organization does. Why are we doing that? Because I want the people that make this company happen in the next couple of years to be able to look back and go, wow, I was here at the right time, right place, and what an opportunity that created for myself and my family. Because the way this thing works is very simply this. To get in to the legacy tree, okay, you have to do two things. You have to be able to qualify for it, which it requires two people. Now, this is actually showing somebody in the legacy tree, but what made them, okay, well, this is actually building the legacy tree. I'm showing, this is actually showing how it builds first, okay? And I know why you want to put this up here. It's the first time I've seen it, guys, so bear with me. Yeah, I'm actually looking at the first time. The reason he put this up here first is because what he wanted to show was the fact that, see, that's you right there, okay? And even though all this Alice is above you, okay, and Pat and Bob and Joe are outside your organization, which means you normally never get paid on them, because of the way the legacy tree works, once you qualify for it, if you qualify before all these folks, you jump over here. You're higher than they are in the legacy tree. You went in before they did. And then Alice finally qualified, so now she goes in under you. Bob, who's outside your organization, which you've never, again, that's something you never see income from, now comes into the legacy tree. Guess what? You get income from it. Same with Joe. Same with Bob. So what this does is, again, it benefits from people outside your organization as this company grows and grows and grows. But how big can it get? Well, let's see what we got here. Amazing. Okay, he left out a couple things in the qualifications. The qualifications, again, this is brand new. Qualifications, very simple. Takes two. Takes two that are gold or platinum. If you have two people gold or platinum membership, you qualify for the legacy tree. And then this is your long-term, guys. This is your retirement income. There's no catches to it. There is no caps. It's just a reward, and it grows worldwide. As we open the Philippines right now, the Philippines are going to open sometime either the end of this year or January. When that opens, the people that are building the Philippines, when they go in the legacy tree, if you're in the legacy tree, they're under you. You get paid on it. Now, if you're not in the legacy tree, then they're above you, and they'll be getting paid on you when you finally get in the legacy tree. So the legacy tree is there for anybody that wants it. And it's something that's going to be generating a lifetime of income. All right, so that's the legacy tree. So now you've seen the three money trees and how they work and how they're going to build an income that can lead you to whatever lifestyle you want. Because the first part, the quick pay, is about fast money. Everybody needs some fast money, right? Got to get some fast money. That's good. You got the quick pay. Second part we saw was the team tree. The team tree is your residual. That's what's going to get you to the point where I would say it's the 1 year out, quit your job money. That's when you tell your boss, I quit because I don't need you anymore. That's a 1 year out. The legacy tree is your lifetime. That legacy tree is going to give you a lifetime of rewards. That's going to be the money you get to live on the rest of your life. But now, finally announcing the product we've already been talking about. It's the most amazing thing. And this is what makes it all work, guys, is obviously the VIP Club card. So for those of you that have never seen it before, I'll go through this very quickly. But we kind of talked about it already. So here's what you do. You take this card, and this one's with the actual activation card on it, and you give it to somebody. For example, I was in an Uber coming to the airport, and I talked to a guy, and I said, do you travel? And of course, I know our price now, right? And he says, yeah. He says, I'm retired, but I do this to make some extra money because actually he says I do it because my wife wants me out of the house. I said, I understand. so he says he does Uber. And he's a sharp guy. And I said, well, you travel. See, we take about 3 or 4 vacations a year. So what did I do? I handed him one of these cards. Well, I got a free gift for you. He said, wow, thank you. And I said, yeah. And he's like, so he looked at it while he was driving, which made me a little nervous. And I said, well, you wait to look at it later. I said, I'll explain it to you when you drive. And so I told him, I said, it's real simple. I said, you're going to save money on everything that you possibly spend on hotels, airfares, I can say airfares now, airfares, rental cars, anything. It will save you the best. You'll get the best price in the world over anybody. All I want you to do is activate it and compare yourself. Don't believe me. Be a skeptic. Don't believe me. Be a skeptic. Go check it out. Now, he's going to do that. But here's what happened. I gave him the card. Because this card's a little different, just give him the blue card. Because the blue card, he sticks in his pocket, he might forget about it, and this is what we had happen to a lot of people, and he doesn't activate it, and it doesn't any good, because you understand, the moment you hand somebody this card, and they activate it, it's got your number on it. That's your number. That's your number. That means if anybody uses that card, even if this guy loses it, drops it in the street, and somebody picks it up and uses it, you're getting paid. The moment, every time, you're getting paid. So the beauty of that code, that's your code. Nobody else's. It's tied to you for life. So when that person becomes a member, he's tied to you. When that person becomes an IBO, he's tied to you. Every time he books a hotel, he's tied to you. An airfare, he's tied to you. You get paid, you get paid, you get paid, you get paid. So I told the guy this, and I said, but look, I said, look at it after I get out, if you would, but you can save a lot of money. He said, great. And I didn't even talk about what this card's really about, which is him being involved in the business, right? Because that's what we all want. Well, he got out. And while he's, I'm in the back there and I'm helping with the luggage and he's looking at it, and he goes, it says that I don't understand this. He says, okay, if I hand this to a customer, is this correct? He says, I hand this to somebody and they use it, they'll also save $200 like you just told me, but it says I make $100. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That's what it does. He says, you mean when I hand this to somebody, he says, how much does it cost me to hand it to him? Nothing. Just hand it to him, just like I did with you. He said, okay, let me get this right. If I hand out this card to somebody and they use it and save $200, you're going to pay me $100. Yes, sir. Okay, when I get home, we sign up. He says, I can give out at least 10 to 12 a day because I drive Uber. 10 to 12 a day because I'm going to give it to every customer. And he says, I'll get paid on it. I said, yes, sir, you will. Think how easy of a business this is. I mean, just keep getting it. And again, the difference between before and now is when they look at the prices, they're going to go, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And they're going to check it out. They're going to actually probably have people go all the way through the book. I tell them, go all the way through the booking process. Go ahead, prove it to yourself. Matter of fact, that's what's great about this. Just like what my wife did. Go book something for yourself. Go away for a weekend, book you an unbelievable deal, and watch it all come true.
Yeah.
And it's going to be for everybody. So, guys, we got this card. You hand it to them. Now, every time they use that card, you're making money. Now, I got something really great to share with you. These are some other examples we threw in here. Like, for example, these were all just recently, okay? It says, okay, so they use the VIP card, and you see the price, the market rate, knows that's what everybody else, Expedia and everybody else is selling for. The savings was $68, okay? So the person that used the card saved $68, right? How much did you make? $34, right? Here's the next one. Okay, the person used the card again. They only saved, the savings was $92. Okay, what'd you make? $46. Now the next person used the card, and it was $162 savings. People love that when they say, wait a minute, I'm going to save $162 over Expedia. No way. I'm going to go check it. I want them to go check it because you know when they go to Expedia, you know what they're going to see? $400.54. That's what they're going to see, $400. Now Expedia might send it to another site and they might get it for $390, but that's all. They're not going to be coming in at $237. And so what happens then? That person is unbelievably happy, and he doesn't care you're making $81. He could care less. He's the happiest person on the planet for the savings, but you're making $81. But now here's the exciting part, guys. Because we've added Goodlife Air, and the savings are so big now on the hotels and on everything, we realized $200 is not enough to tease somebody. It's not going to be enough. So what we're going to come out with, we're still going to have the $200 card, but we're also going to come out with a $2,000 card. Okay? And this one, you don't want to give it away, okay? Because again, what I would strongly suggest you do when you come out, I'd say, you know what, use the $200 card proof, because they'll use up that in no time, right? You've made your $100. Now you say, come back to me, I'll give you a $2,000 card, costs you $10 for the card, and that $10 by the way you put it in your, so you put the $10 in your pocket. Now, when they use that $2,000 card up, what did you make? $1,000. What would happen? Anybody would do this? What would happen if you handed out? What if you handed out 1,000 cards? And again, because of the pricing, 1,000 cards that people used up, these $2,000 cards they used up.
Million.
You did that fast. I had to play around with that one a little while. Think about that. Wow. That's not crazy. That's not crazy. That could happen very easily, guys. I mean, because, again, the prices. It's all about prices. Listen, when you hand these cards out, nobody cares about you. They care about their savings. That's all they care about. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up now. I just got a couple more things here I'm going to share with you. So, not only do you earn with the VIP clubs, you make money commissions from your host, and you've got 20 other IBOs that you earn from. Well, notice, for example, what that means is, as somebody books on that card that you handed out to somebody, there's 20 people above you that get paid in the genealogy, okay? Every time someone's getting paid. So the same thing for you. When you're building your organization and somebody down there, 15, 20 pay lines down, has somebody use the card, you're going to make a commission. Okay, it's not that huge commission, but it's commission. So, and then again, if you had 2 million people, if you built a 2x20 over the next 3 or 4 years, 3, 4, 5 years, what difference does it make? Whatever you built it to, and you're making commissions on all those people, not just the IBOs. That's just the IBOs with all their customers. And guys, I'm telling you, Besides, like I mentioned, Matt, we've got right now probably 10 to 12 major corporations that have come to us again and said, please get this done. We want it. We need it. Well, if they want it from us, that's fast. What do you think is going to happen with you guys when you start spreading the word with small businesses? When you start talking to small businesses all over in your city where you live right now, and you show them what they could do, hand this card out for customer appreciation to their customers and to their employees to say thank you, and they will use it because of the savings. Think how much money you're going to make from every business you set. I mean, it doesn't stop. I mean, you could set up 100 businesses that have, 10,000 customers or 100,000 customers, and you're getting paid on it. Okay. So, when your VIPs want to save even more, earn commission on VIP cards, this is just a little thing. We have Jody. Everybody heard about the Jody videos, right? If you're not, if you're new, we actually make it easy. So when the person's using the card and they're excited about the savings, we have a little place there where we can say, hey, look, by the way, I know you're just a customer and you're in love about the savings, but maybe you want to know more. And then they watch this little short video.
Yeah.
Okay, so it didn't have any.
Keep talking.
I just keep talking?
Yep.
She said, hey, do you believe that this is these prices? I can't believe we have these prices. Hey, you really put me on the spot here, right? Oh, look at this good. And by the way, if you can't believe it, I can believe it. What did she say? I'm not a very good lip reader. Oh, okay. So, yeah, if you save up to $200 at thousands of hotels and resorts. Okay, what did she say? Oh, okay. She's just talking about how you use that for grocery money. Yeah, she's talking about that.
Yeah.
And then you go out to eat. Okay, you can have fun. And then what is she saying? Oh, you go to sporting events. Everything. By the way, that's nothing, guys. We do have sporting events too, at unbelievable prices. So wherever you're paying for your tickets here, they're going to be lower now. Okay, and now she's showing an example. Look, he handed the card to somebody, and he's telling that person to hand it to him, when you save $200, I make $100. Jody's doing all the work for you, in other words, guys. Okay, you can kill it, though. I'm not.
Go ahead, click ahead.
So you get the idea. That's the Jody video.
Click.
Oh, he's telling him. Hope nobody can read those. Okay. So there you have it, guys. Look, we got a product. We know everybody. They love it. They want it. And obviously now, with our pricing, they're going to have it. We do have a compensation plan that's unique to this industry. There's nothing like it with the money trees and how we've set them up. Obviously, what we've created as a marketing tool with this card is unheard of. It just doesn't exist anywhere. You're actually giving away free money. I mean, how can you beat a business where your product is giving away free money? So it leaves just one last question. What do you think it is? You want the good life? What do you have to do?
Yeah.
And I'll never change this. You got to choose it. You have to choose the good life. And I mean that for everybody in this room. I don't know where's your background, where you come from. You really want the good life? You do have to choose it. I made the decision to choose the good life when I was 18 years old. I've never looked back. Choose the good life. And with this opportunity, there's no limitation to what you're going to make. Thank you, guys.
Everybody, thank you.